There's about to be a divine encounter in your life, a divine encounter in this season of your life with your kingdom marriage. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, you're missing out on so much. Click on that subscribe button. Everything you need to know about Prophetic Diary is down in the description box. How to sign up for that one-on-one encouraging coaching call with myself. Go ahead, sign up for a coaching call. We could talk about whatever your personal needs are. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your life. Let's talk about your kingdom marriage. We have what we call also under services where you will find that one-on-one coaching call is our PD Society circles. We meet every single Sunday. This is a classroom setting where we learn about the things in the spiritual realm, right? There's a lot of things that God wants to reveal to you about your spiritual life. The things that's going on in the spiritual realm is so much more than generational curses. There's so much more than just Jezebel's spirits. But let's talk about dreams and our consciousness. And this week we'll talk about signs. What are signs? Do you think the rainbow is a sign? No, it's not. So let's talk and learn more about signs, because God sends us signs to direct us and lead us and to make us aware, wake us up, join us in the PD Society Circle. But what everyone is raving about right now, I'm already getting emails about our EXP Masterclass. This Masterclass is running for the rest, throughout the rest of the year, depending on what God do. We don't want to predict. God can switch things up at any moment, right? But in this Masterclass, Saturday, we're going to be talking about finding your own personal style. Have you always wondered, what is my personal style? What looks good on me? What doesn't? What should I wear? What I should not wear? Tiny, what is my personal style? Let me help you out this Saturday, 10 a.m. Join us in the EXP Masterclass. This can be found on keywinningsys.com under packages. But if you want to buy an individual seat, go under services. Hope to see you there. For everyone that's already a subscriber and have purchased your package, you should get your ebook, the Zoom link, and other information today. I'm so happy, so excited. The Lord gave me this word today about Hannah. And we've talked about Hannah several times at this channel, but God gave me it was a little twist, a little aha moment, right? We love those with God. And Hannah was favored by her husband, right? Elikai. She was favored by him. And then he had another wife, Peninnah. But the thing with Hannah and her husband was that they couldn't bear children. So they needed a divine encounter. So here Hannah and Eli are, and they're just finishing up dinner in 1 Samuel 1:9. And it says, after they have finished their meal in the house of the Lord, Hannah got up. Somebody say it's time to get up. She was deeply depressed and she cried bitterly as she prayed to the Lord. And you've been crying bitterly, right? There has been this heaviness. There's been so many things happening, so many attacks, and you've been crying bitterly, right? Just like Hannah. But someone say Hannah got up. Meanwhile, Eli was sitting in his place at the door. Hannah made a shalom promise. And she said to God, Lord Almighty, look at me, your servant. See my troubles and remember me. Don't forget me. If you give me a son, I promise that I will dedicate him to you for his whole life and that he will never get a haircut. Hannah's in her desperation. She gets up from this table with her family and she's just like, enough is enough. She goes to seek the Lord. She gets desperate and she's like, look, God, if you just give me a son, I will, give him back to you. She's making a promise, a covenant, agreement. Sometimes you just kind of go in that prayer time and go to God and just be like, look, I'm tired. And she was tired. So she went to him. It says Hannah continued to pray to the Lord for a long time. And Eli watched her lips. She was praying silently. Her lips were moving, but she made no sound. So Eli thought she was drunk, moving down. she says to Eli after he says to her, "Are you drunk?" She says, "Don't think that I am a worthless woman. I have been praying like this because I am miserable." And some situations and things in our love life, right? This, like I said, this video is about kingdom marriage, right? I released multiple videos throughout the week. We're in a flow here at Prophetic Diary, and this video is kingdom marriage. But God has talked to us last week and now about how he will snatch us and protect us in this season, right? And how he has taken us somewhere and elevating us. So this is elevation right here, right? This is a moment where God is seeing that she needs to be elevated. He's seeing that he has to intervene. So Eli hears her problem. Someone say divine encounter. Eli hear her cry. He hear her problem. And he says, "Go in peace, and may God of Israel give you what you asked for him." So Eli said, I don't know if Hannah told him what was going on. She said that she was miserable. I don't know if she told him exactly what she prayed for. All he said was, "May God give you whatever you pray for." It was a divine encounter where he was blessing her. It was a divine encounter where he was just saying, "Okay, good. You good to go. It's going to happen." And I'm letting you know that there's going to be a divine encounter where something is just going to be like, go ahead. Like, it's good. Like, you're all right. Like, it's about to happen. There's going to be a divine encounter, whether it's in a dream, a vision, or just like where maybe this word is confirming to you that something is going to happen where you 1 minute it's this heavy miserableness. She was so miserable, right? Not because her husband was mean to her, because he was actually really good to her. It says in the chapter before that he gave her a double portion, more than he gave the other wife. So he gave her all the physical things, but he couldn't give her the spiritual things. He gave her all the physical, the riches, the materials. He was a provider, and I'm sure he was a protector, but he could not give her the spiritual thing, which was a child, right? Her womb needed to be touched. They needed a divine encounter. And in your kingdom marriage, God is saying, this thing has to go deeper, because it is good soil, because things will grow from it, right? It needs a divine encounter. It needs a spiritual twist. It needs a spiritual touch on it so that it can be what he called it to be. And that's what you're going to see, whether you know who your spouse is or not. Whether, you've met them or not, there's going to be a divine encounter that's going to take you out of your misery. It's going to be a divine encounter. And she got up. She was tired. She knew that this wasn't for her. And many of us have gotten up. It says singleness, being in a relationship that I'm not happy, or, wondering what my lover is or whatever. It's going to be a divine encounter and around your kingdom marriage. I don't know who this word is for. But we've been talking a lot about preparation. We're talking a lot about elevation. And we've been talking a lot about God's vindication, a lot about how he's about to take care of his children. I got a testimony today. The testimonies are coming in, and they're such blessings. So they're here. The promises are here. But now it's going to take a divine encounter to shift you out of misery, shift you out of what was, shift you out of this barren place, and shift you into the promises of God, just like we've seen in our sister Hannah. I love you guys. I hope to see you a little later. Sign up for the EXP Masterclass and find your own personal style. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for all my returning subscribers. I love you guys so much. Hashtag PD Nation. If you feel led to sow into this word, hashtag divine encounter. Divine encounter. God bless you all. Bye-bye.